Robbie here, reacting to the game. Arsenal losing at home by 3-0 to Aston Villa. What can I say? An absolute horror show of a performance. If you'd have been watching the live stream that we did today, the watch along, you would have seen that I wasn't too happy right from the beginning with the team selection. When I saw the team, and it was exactly the same as the team that we played Manchester United, I looked on it and I thought, this is not Manchester United. I understood that team last week. It was perfect for Manchester United because we're away from home. Manchester United, great attacking team, dangerous players like Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Martial. Well, sorry, Martial weren't playing, but, you know, great attacking team. You've got to go there. You've got to, you know, be pretty defensive and try and catch them on the counter-attack. But when I saw the same team at home against Aston Villa, I'm like, Aston Villa have just lost their last 2 games. They got beaten by Southampton in a game which they were losing 4-1. I know they came up to make it 4-3, but the 2 goals were consolation goals scored in the 90th minute of the game. Right? They were 4-1 down in that game. They got beaten the previous game to that 3-0 against Leeds. I know that they had that 7-3 win over Liverpool, but that was quite a few weeks ago. Their last 2 games were defeats. So when I saw the team and I was like, why are we being so negative at home against Aston Villa? Why not go on the front foot? The team I wanted to see, I don't know if he was injured, Willock, but I wanted to see Joe Willock after his performance during the week in the Europa League. I was like, put Joe Willock in. He's a midfield player who can score goals, which is something that we don't really have at the moment. So I wanted to put Joe Willock in. I wanted to see Pepe in from the start because, again, Pepe scores goals and he creates stuff. We know he can be frustrating, but past few games that he's played in the Europa League, he's made positive contributions. Willian hasn't. Willian was perfect for the Man United game, but I was like, for this game, throw Willian in and let's have a go. Very negative team, and we got what we deserved. Aston Villa were absolutely brilliant. Jack Grealish ran the show. And he ran the show not just because he's a fantastic player, but also because we let him run the show. Right at the start of the game, there was one move where he was on the edge of the box and he was just toying with Rob Holding and Bellerin. Nobody put a tackle in on him. Jack Grealish is normally the most foul player in the Premier League. And he's the most foul player for a reason, because a lot of times to stop him, you've got to put a foul in on him. You've got to let him know you're there. We didn't lay a glove on him. We allowed him to do anything he wanted to do. And if you allow a player of that quality to do that, he will do it. And he took us to the cleaners, as did Ross Barkley, as did John McGinn, as did Ollie Watkins. They completely dominated us. But a lot of that, I felt, stemmed from the negativity of our lineup. Now, I love Mikel Arteta, and I still am backing him and I'm backing the process. But I think one thing he's got to learn very quickly is that you can't play the same formation in every game. We've only scored 9 goals this season. 9 in 8 games. We've lost 4, won 4. Right? But we're not creating. Now, Mikel Arteta took the decision. He says it's his decision. And I'm going to go by what he says, to leave out Mesut Ozil out of the squad. We're lacking creativity. So if you're leaving Mesut Ozil out, you've got to find another solution to the creative problem. When I saw the team today as well, and I saw Rob Holding in there from the start, again, I thought to myself, David Luiz will create more, because he's been one of our most creative players this season, spraying balls from, you know, defense. Rob Holding can't really do that. So again, we were going to lack with creativity. And it was just a horrible performance. Lacazette. I love Lacazette, but I feel it's time for him to be dropped. Again in a game, he had a massive chance. That header was brilliantly delivered by Tierney. He heads it straight over the bar. He didn't even get it on target. For a player of his quality, I don't need to tell him. surely he knows for a player of his quality, he's got to be burying that. He's had a few now in games, big chances that he's missed. Holding had a big chance, missed. Those could have been game changers. Missed their chances. But you know what? The player I want to be seeing on the end of some of these chances is Aubameyang. Right now, in our last 4 or 5 games, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been completely ineffective. He's playing out wide on the wing. He gets the ball. He put in a couple of good crosses today, but I don't want him putting in crosses. I want him in the box. Last season, he was brilliant out wide. The season before, he was brilliant out wide. But right now, when we've got a problem with scoring goals, we've got to get our best player down the middle. Lacazette should be dropped. Aubameyang should be playing down the middle, in my opinion. Pepe on one side and Saka on the other side. That's my opinion. Kieran Tierney, away from home, I understand him playing maybe they're in a free, but at home, we don't need him playing as a third centre-back. Play him as a wing-back where he'll be more effective, or play him on as a left-back. That's where we want to see Kieran Tierney playing. We're wasting him there. And then in midfield, when we're playing at home, I want to see 3 players in midfield. Whether it be Partey and Elneny, Partey and Xhaka, whichever, those can be your 2 holding. And then one of either Ceballos or Willock in an advanced role. It can't be Ozil, of course, because he's been left out of the squad. It's now proven to be, you know, I don't care what anyone says, that's proven to be a big mistake. I'm not saying that Ozil would be starting every week. He wouldn't be. I'm not saying that he would, you know, certain games, especially away from home, he would make an impact. But certainly in a game like against Aston Villa, he's a player that teams fear and can change games with his creativity. We are not creating anything. Something needs to be done. The balance is wrong in the team at the moment. We're too negative. As I said, I don't mind it away from home, because one of the problems away from home is we used to go to teams, we used to be too expansive, and we used to get torn to shreds. 6-0 at Chelsea, 6-3 at City. I can go on. So I understand it away from home. But at home, when we're playing at home against Aston Villa, why do we need a back 5? Why are we only playing 2 in the midfield when we know that the strength of Aston Villa is their midfield of Grealish, of Ross Barkley, of McGinn, of Douglas Luiz? That's their strength. Why? We got it horribly wrong. Mikel Arteta, who I've been backing, and I'm still backing, he got it horribly, horribly wrong. I think he needs to go and have a rethink. He needs to rethink how he's going to do things going forward. And I feel that there's some players in the team he needs to drop now. I think Lacazette needs to be dropped out of the team for a bit. Have him on the bench. You can bring him on later on if it's not going great. You can bring him on. But Aubameyang down the middle, Pepe on one side, Saka on the other side. It has to be that now when we're playing at home. We've got the international break coming now. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a time where he's really going to have to earn his corn on the training ground. We've got some big games coming up, difficult games. Leeds away, that's going to be a tough game. We've seen how Leeds have been playing this season, very expansive. I think they'll have Calvin Phillips back for that game as well. That's going to be a very, very tough game. And they're a team that are capable of tearing teams apart, just like what Villa did. They tore apart Villa, by the way. Wolves, that's going to be a really tough game. And then Tottenham away. 3 really tough games. We can get back on track with some good results against them. But we've really got to start getting the formations right. And we've really got to start getting Aubameyang into the... We've got a brilliant, brilliant player, but he's not even touching the ball right now. Leicester wouldn't play Vardy out wide. I mean, they tried that when Claude Puel was in charge. And he was totally ineffective because he was playing in the wrong position. Play him down the middle. Play Aubameyang down the middle. But I've got to say, a really shocking performance against Aston Villa. Congratulations to Villa. They really impressed me. I think that's the best team we've played this season. They were really, really good. They were aggressive. They were quick in transition. They were quick in their passing. And they fully deserved their win. But their win had a big, big helping hand by how poor Arsenal were. We were the opposite. We were totally not aggressive. We were weak. We were timid. We had no ideas, no creativity. And after the second goal, we waved the white flag, which again was very concerning, something I haven't really seen under Arteta's team. It's a massive blow. It's been a poor start to the season, we have to admit. After the highs of last week, we've lost 4-1-4. That's not good enough for a team like Arsenal to have lost 4 games already this early in the season. However, it's a crazy season, mad results, couple of wins, and we can be still getting back up there. Remember, the aim of this season is to try and get into the top 4. That's my aim this season. It's not about nothing to do with any leagues. So we can still got a lot of time to get back on track, but we got to do it soon. That's my reaction. What do you guys think? Let me know. But I'm really, really disappointed, Robbie, here today. Got 2 weeks now where we're going to have to sit down and hold this one until the games come back round. And there's a lot of pressure now on Mikel Arteta to get a result at Leeds.
This video is supported by Profit Accumulator. Profit Accumulator helps you to earn extra money by doing something called match betting. Match betting isn't gambling. And when you do it properly, and I mean properly, you can't lose. Now, you always see these promotions by bookmakers like Ladbrokes, William Hill's, Corals, offering a £50 bonus to customers. So you sign up and you might place a £50 bet on a coin toss landing on heads and a £50 bet on the same coin toss landing on tails. Now, whichever way it lands, it don't matter because you won't win or lose any money because you've covered all of the outcomes. However, you get the £50 bonus, so you're still £50 up. Now, lots of people try to do match betting on their own, but it's very time consuming and not always easy if you don't know what you're doing. That's where Profit Accumulator come in. Even if you don't know anything about sports, they walk you through everything step by step, showing you how to accumulate money into your bank account. So get involved right now. Click the link in the description and sign up to Profit Accumulator right now.